Hello, Taurus. This reading is for you, and it's a coffee cup reading that tells you a lot of things that are important in different areas of your life. This is about August, all about August 2026. The magnitude of August. Let me tell you. First, your cup is beautiful, as always. There's so much going on, so much that you need to know. But the most important factor that I saw here, which I like to talk about before actually I get there, the magnitude of August and what is magnificent about August. Welcome, my dear viewers, welcome. We have the massive positive celestial alignment taking place end of July, which is going into August, all the way to the mid-August, is a time where the Sun-Jupiter conjunction that's currently going to be magnifying in your personal power. For the first time of this month, you are under the magnitude of a great positive conjunction that is specifically targeting your home, your property, and a sense of your emotional security at the same time. It's time to stop being complacent and start building a foundation that lasts. These are the most important points that I wanted to point out to you before I start actually reading the cup. This isn't just a small shift, it is a major energetic reset that magnifies your potential for long-term success. I've seen the specific energies shift from new income streams that will take place, actually, if it hasn't already, from new income streams to exact people entering your life, and you need to be ready to act. Now let's dive into this. Let's see what's going on. This August reading, you are going to be harnessing this massive momentum, because I do see a harness here, and build your life. You're actually, you are going to be building the life that you truly crave. That's what it looks like. And I see that the path to resolution, because I'm seeing an amazing key and a magnifying glass, which tells me that the resolutions are going to be, there's going to be audit and precision, utilizing the magnifying glass to review fine prints. To review, that means reviewing fine prints. That means looking deep into, surface level observations are going to be insufficient through investigating everything that's required. So, this tells me that you need to really look into everything very deeply. I do see detachment, and detachment, I see two chains and two balls, signaling a need to address restrictions. What is this going? Somebody is going this way and that way. This could be parting of ways. This could also connect to dependencies or stagnant unions. Identify the weight to begin the process of unbinding. I do see strategy is needed here. Strategy insights are needed. I see an eye and vines around it. This is to navigate complexities, because vines are complexities. Use objective observation to prune complications and find clarity, even at the cost of removal of what no longer is there, working for you. I see a crow, and I see an ancestral kind of pathway. This indicates that your power lies in your past experiences and magical memories. Something about your memory, something about your past. You gain a lot of perspective from that. Use your historical lessons to inform your current choices. Use what you have learned in the past to anchor the present. Action. Now I'm seeing a shield here, and I'm also seeing mathematical complications, which tells me a new event approaches. Proceed with caution and observe clearly to solve existing problems before fully committing to what is coming, which is the new. The new is coming in August. There's shifts, and there's shift of power, release, and transitions. I see an empty chair next to a very significant person, someone that was very significant. This could be signaling an upcoming departure or a change in key relationships. In a way, it may bring a sense of release because I see it's followed by happiness. And the shift is about joy. So maybe it was becoming too much, and finally you get to realize that when it ends. A sudden impact is happening. There is a lightning here. And the lightning, once it warns of a sudden, automatic, like a very sudden, high-leveled event that will take place, or a change. In some cases, the lightning is about change, but all of a sudden, maybe something will be just spoken or realized or found or revealed. Maintain self-control, react with intention rather than temper to avoid future regrets. So this is going to impact you on a grand scale. You've got to be very steady. Clarity and direction comes when I see a beacon here, a beautiful beacon that lights the path for you, illuminates your path. And there's a spiritual guide here, a spiritual development taking place and heightening your awareness. You're able to know more, you're able to understand things better, showing the way forward through a current confusion, something that you're not sure about. I see a candle ultimately showing you the way. I see a beautiful eagle or a falcon, which represents triumph, victory, without a doubt. Ultimate victory over obstacles. You'll overcome everything. And your perspective is becoming more expanded, like your perspective is expanding on a high level with the falcon. You're moving towards a state of profound freedom and liberation at the same time. Freedom and liberation also with the eagle or the falcon. I see January 2027, obviously, because we're doing August. So a pivotal event is aligning for January 2027. It is going to be ground changing. Note this date because these current changes will reach to a significant outcome for you. Expansion. There's a lot of expansion and a lot of entrepreneurship. A lot of expansion and an entrepreneurship, because I see you standing on the crossroads where you have to make a decision. You are positioned between two landscapes, one larger than the other. One has a child, could be an adult child, and the other one, there's no one there. So you are maybe in the midst of making a decision whether to stay in the family home or to be moving to somewhere else, to another piece of property. This older child may represent a family member. It doesn't have to be a child, but it's looking like a child, like, It's a parent-child situation. And it's going to be a significant decision involving legacy, family, or choosing between two different paths or properties, because I do see landscaping like properties. There's caution here, and this caution is about complacency, because it is targeting something, your safety, and something about your satisfaction. You're being warned to stay where you are out of... Okay, wait a second. Hold on a second. It does show that you're being warned that staying where you are out of, as I was saying, dear Taurus, in regard to this section here, where it shows there's a situation carrying some risks. This is to do with your sovereignty, where you're wanting to live or wanting to stay, or somebody intervening with what you own. It is like a warning. There's a triangle with an exclamation mark. A part of you wants to leave stagnant situations and step into the new experiences, but you have to be careful at the risks and who to trust. I see the light bulb. This is all about innovation, your revenue. And I also see some gears, which means that there is some sort of signaling a surge in and that's the part that I was saying, entrepreneurship and the energy of that. I also see that you are putting plans into motion, some sort of plans, a new idea that's coming to you. Maybe fresh ideas that are sparking new income sources, and you're putting them all together and creating something of your own brand. But there is financial stability, that's for sure. Stabilization is all over the place. I see a pendulum and I see justice. So the pendulum and the justice confirms financial fluctuation is ending and you're getting more stable, and justice is going to be prevailing for you. You're grounding your efforts, putting concrete plans into motion and moving towards a stable, consistent flow of wealth. Also shows all over the place. You need to, there's again another magnifying glass. I saw that at the beginning and now I'm seeing it again. This is to examine fine prints. This is to don't rely on surface appearances. Strategic navigation is needed here. I also see an eye, and I also see a vine. So this tells me that, again, the eye and the vine, this means that you need to really observe. This is about objective observation. And it's about you need help perhaps to prune the unnecessary. Breaking the chains is there too. Release is there too. Stepping out of restricted situations, that's for sure. Then I see now I'm shown the empty chair, a chair that's empty, and there is a sand timer, which tells me that maybe something has reached its peak. It may be someone that may be leaving your life, leading to space for new happiness, perhaps. I did see that before, and I'm seeing that repeated. But I'm also seeing it's like you're walking back to someone. You're walking back home. There's someone returning, like walking back in a way. And that shows like you might be going back to somewhere where you felt comfortable, like home. Seeking support also is there. A garden of tulips. Wow, that's very pretty. A garden of tulips represents roses and trellises. This heralds a new love and formal commitment. There's also rings. So this is escalating this blossoming of a romantic situation to commitment. I also see a nest with all these clovers all around it. Wow, this confirms assured success for anything that you're starting, any new relationship, any new lifestyle you're starting. It confirms absolute luck and assured success. But imagine that, a nest with clovers. That's something I've never seen. I'm seeing two dragons here, two snakes. This is all about people that are either you're dealing with in your life, or they are yourself, could be you yourself, or the people that you're dealing with. There are two dragons and two snakes. I also see both these reptilians, the dragon and the snake, are influences. So they could be influencing you in different directions. I also see a ram. There's someone that's got Aries. There's a Scorpio. And there's a dog. There's a rooster and a monkey. Interesting. Now, this tells me that there is a situation where this could be family members. This could be a new union. This could be, you might be dealing with someone new in your life. You could be born in the Chinese year of the dragon, and you might be meeting someone that's born in the Chinese year of the snake. There could be also a family member that's a ram, that's an Aries. There could be a Scorpio that's part of the clan. There could be someone that you might be starting a relationship with that's born in the Chinese year of the rooster or the dog. This could be all. These are the main signs that I saw. But I'm seeing that someone is feathering you. And this is a warning. It's coming like a warning in a relationship situation. There's that red light warning. Someone is feathering you. This feathering, I think it's called nowadays crumbing, breadcrumbing you. That's the slang thing for it. But the breadcrumbing alert is a hook that you have to be, this reveals someone is not being quite honest. Look for a person that's struggling and has gone through past failures, or they have a lot of past issues. This is the source of knowing, who this person is. There is a beautiful connection with a Sagittarian. This is a genuine anchored situation where there's stability in it, the Sagittarian, and an anchor, that means stability with someone that has Sagittarius in them. I also see the ox, the Chinese year of the buffalo. I also see the goat. And this is two things. The ox and buffalo. There could be two people in your life who are either ox or buffalo, or a goat. The ox is all about abundance. The goat is all about transcending to high levels, your life transcending to high levels. And the ox is about a lot of abundance. The energy of the ox dominates more here. And it looks like it's going to be the catalyst to your abundance. It is also the representation of raw, steady endurance and plowing through obstacles, because there's also a tractor here. Transcending to security finally with the goat. And the Chinese year of the goat is also the key factor to professional breakthroughs, which is wonderful. Professional elevation with the ox and buffalo also, and the goat united. Expect a direct impact on your work sector. I also see a few numbers here. I see number 8, and I see the infinity sign. So there's the 8 and then the infinity, which looks like an 8, but it's horizontal. This tells me there's going to be a frequency of situations resonating with you. The power of 8 is about transcending to high levels. Oh my God, it's connected to the Chinese year of the goat. How incredible is that? And there's going to be infinite abundance, infinite resources, infinite ideas, infinite breakthroughs, all this in August. Love this for you. That's absolutely incredible. And that is the end of your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it, my dear Taurus. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I do wish you abundance of blessings and infinite love and light. Namaste.